Hailey Bieber just sold her billion-dollar brand. Justin is getting cozy with another woman. And now the internet's screaming what many fans have quietly suspected for months. This marriage might actually be over. At first glance, the sale of Rhode Beauty looks like a massive business win. But behind the glossy headlines and corporate press releases is a growing storm. An unraveling marriage, emotional detachment, and signs that Hailey's finally preparing to leave it all behind. The real question isn't if something's going on, it's how long she's been planning it. And just when people started rooting for Justin and Hailey to finally be happy, this happened. A billion-dollar deal. A suspicious silence. And then, an eyebrow-raising moment with SCA that sent Hailey crashing out emotionally. Fans think they've seen this movie before, but this time, Hailey isn't just standing beside Justin. She might be standing on the edge of a quiet goodbye. Rhode Beauty was Hailey's baby. A brand she built from scratch, marketed herself, and turned into one of Gen Z's most successful skincare lines. And in just 3 years, she sold it for $1 billion to ELF Beauty. To most people, this was a victory lap. But to fans paying attention, it felt more like a chess move. Hailey didn't just sell, she sold now. Right in the middle of swirling divorce rumors, increasing tension between her and Justin, and just weeks after a string of uncomfortable public sightings. Even though she remains the creative director, the timing is hard to ignore. Legal analysts pointed out something major. Under California law, business assets acquired or grown during marriage can be split during a divorce. So if Hailey sold her stake before any legal separation began, she might be locking in financial control and minimizing what Justin could claim. She's no stranger to strategy. But this one hit different, because this wasn't just a payday. It looked like preparation. Over the past few months, fans have noticed something deeply off about Hailey. It's not just a tired face, it's a pattern. Event after event, she's shown up looking cold, distant, and like she'd rather be anywhere else. Her posture, closed off, her smile, forced, her eyes, empty. And when Justin's there beside her, it only gets worse. There are clips, now viral, of her walking ahead of him on red carpets, barely acknowledging him, or looking visibly uncomfortable when he tries to interact. At the same time, Justin's been showing up disheveled, overly casual, or weirdly detached. It's like two people living in different realities. On social media, Hailey's posts have shifted. They've gone from curated happy wife energy to cryptic quotes, vanity mirror selfies, and captions like, "You get tired eventually." There's a sadness she's not saying, but it's written all over her face. And for someone who used to defend her marriage online fiercely, she's gone completely quiet. At a recent music event, Justin Bieber and SZA were caught in a moment that sent the internet spiraling. It wasn't what they said, it was how they looked at each other. Justin leaned in close, touched his arm. They laughed, they lingered. Fans watching the clip described it as flirty, inappropriate, and emotional cheating at its finest. Let's be clear, there's no confirmed affair, but in the world of celebrity optics, it doesn't take much to ignite fire. And this was gasoline. Hailey didn't react publicly. No statements, no comments, just a digital blackout. But insiders say she was furious. That behind the scenes, this wasn't the first time Justin had disrespected their marriage. It was just the most public and the most humiliating. TikTokers immediately began stitching the moment with old clips of Justin and Hailey, asking if this was the final straw. And Reddit threads exploded with one recurring theme: Hailey deserves better. Fans had quietly been saying for years, this relationship feels one-sided. Hailey has always been the one putting in the work. She's defended Justin through scandals, mental health breakdowns, and endless backlash. She built a brand while nursing his reputation. But what has she gotten in return? Justin, for his part, often seems emotionally absent. His interviews are awkward. His support for Hailey's projects feels performative at best. And now, with the SZA moment, people are seeing what Hailey's had to deal with all along. Some are calling it a trauma bond, a psychological cycle where one partner clings harder the more distant the other becomes. It's not love, it's survival. And when you look back at Justin's past with Selena Gomez, the pattern becomes clearer. The hot and cold behavior, the emotional confusion, the bad boy chaos that ends up consuming everything around him. No, there's no legal filing, not yet. But all the signs are there. Hailey is moving in silence, and silence is never random in celebrity culture. The road sale gave her freedom. Emotional detachment gave her distance. And now she's slowly removing herself from every part of the brand that tied her to Justin. Analysts say this is how high-profile divorces begin. Not with drama, not with tabloid chaos, but with cold, calculated steps. Sell the brand, secure the cash, retreat emotionally. Wait. Some believe the paperwork is already drafted, just waiting for the right moment to go public. Others think Hailey is weighing her next move, whether she wants to go out quietly or make a statement that flips the narrative for good. Even now, Selena's name trends whenever Hailey does, even when she's not involved, even when she's minding her business. The tags don't lie. Under every video about Hailey, number Justice for Selena, number Selena and Justin forever, or bring back Jelena. Hailey can't post a single photo without being compared to someone Justin dated years ago. And that pressure, it's relentless. She's not just fighting for her marriage, she's fighting public perception, the ghosts of Justin's past, and a fandom that's never fully accepted her. Maybe Hailey won't release a statement. Maybe she won't cry on camera or call anyone out. Maybe her exit won't be loud at all. Because the truth is, she doesn't have to say anything. She's already told the world everything they need to know. She sold the brand, she stepped back, she stopped posting, and she started choosing herself. While Justin plays carelessly and the world watches for the next scandal, Hailey's planning her next chapter. On her own, with her own money, her power, and maybe for the first time in a long time, her own peace. Because when you've been surviving for this long, walking away isn't weakness, it's a strength. And if this is Hailey's quiet goodbye, she's walking out with her dignity, her billion-dollar brand, and the kind of freedom no one can take from her.